What is anabiratha sanya?
Anabiratha Sanna, na abiratha. Ratha means attachment. Uh, Abhiratha means great big attachment. Na means no. Abhiratha Sanya. So that means he is not highly interested and attached to anything in the world. So, but uh, he he becomes less interested in worldly things because he has now no more interest. As he goes, becomes more and more enlightened, he feels that it is useless having a coffee shop and talking nonsense and running and playing around. And so little by little, he has no worldly interest. But he will work. He will do a good job if he is not an arahant. If until he is an arahant, he will work. Yeah, it seems there was anagami. His mother and father were blind, so he was a potter. So he made pots because he had to nourish the mother and father and give them food. So he leaves it out and then he doesn't price it. Anybody can pay anything and take it away. So like that, he can work also. Whatever he wants, he can do. When it becomes an arahant, generally they don't work as such because they are free and they go and beg for food, and then if there is a need, they will go and they will do all the work, sweeping, cleaning, and monastery that they will do. Then they will listen to the Dhamma, then they will preach it to others. So there are groups who come to them for they like that particular monk speaking, especially Venerable Ananda. People were very happy. They said, we are never satisfied with, with listening to Venerable Ananda. He is so lovely to listen to. So some of them are more intellectual and they can't have that knack of speaking. so uh, so the now I forget what really was the question. Anabiratha Sanya. So this Anabiratha Sanya means that there is no strong attachment for anything because he knows the little by little he gets to know the futility of the worldly life. So he gets that sanya, the sign that useless doing all these things. Like that, he has no strong attachment like what he used to have. Even in your case, you will remember in the past you used to go dancing and you used to have music and I don't know what you were enjoying and all the frivolous talk and gossip you would have been enjoying. But now you find why should I listen to this gossip? You only want to listen to Dhamma. You enjoy more listening to the Dhamma than all the frivolous talks. So it happened to me. When I got more interested in the Dhamma, my friends left me because they are not interested in listening to the Dhamma. They want a worldly mm, chatter. So then I was left alone most of the time. My colleagues at the university, they used to call me Upadakama because I never sat in the staff room and chatted. But if ever I was free, I was in the third floor in the library and I'm absorbed in the reading the Dhamma. So, but later they found that I am so dependable, and they used to come to me about all their problems, their mother-in-law problems, children's problems. They used to come and ask me now what to do. So finally they all came to like me and respect me. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu. Bhikkhuni, then also the verse Mame Bala Samagamo. How does that connect to this?
Imina punya kamena, by the merit that I have done. He has done some merit. He has given dana or observed sila or something like that, and offered flowers and did some good deed. Then he will say, Imina punya kamena. By this act of punya, that is by making this merit, ma me bala ma means don't. Me bala samagama. Bala means may I never get the samagama, that is the association with fools who don't know the Dhamma. Satan samagamo. Satan means satpurusha. May I always get the association with the good and noble satpurusha. Satan samagamoti. Yava nibbana patya, until I become enlightened. May I always get good and noble people to associate, and may I never get fools who have no knowledge of any Dhamma, because there is a danger that they can influence you, and because they are up to all kinds of they break all the precepts, so they can also influence you and become, you can be, if they are friendly with you. So they have it as a prarthana, as a wish. May I never associate the ignorant, those who don't know the Dhamma, because there is the danger of them being carried away by the uh, uh, low types of friends. May I always get Satan Samagama, Satpurusha Samagama. May I get always good and noble people for association. Yava Nibbana Patya means until I become enlightened, may I get only good and noble people for association. Okay, that's only a wish that they do after doing some good karma. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhikkhuni Mahansa. You were going to talk about the Dasa Sanna.
Yeah, because what he has asked about Sabbaloke anabiratha sanya, that means he has no strong attachment for Sabbaloke, for all the good things in the world. He has not now. Those days, you used to enjoy in the best hotels and we spend time there till midnight. But now you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes maybe that you have trans your life has uh, changed. Now you might be thinking of the poor people who are not having anything to eat and who are suffering. So you are not inclined to go and enjoy and dance and sing in big places. Anyway, at the moment they are nothing possible, but that was their life those days. But now it has changed. So that is the meaning of Sabbaloke anabiratha sanya. That is only one sanya or one sign that the enlightened, as you go on the path, you get that sign. But there are 10 such signs that can be improved and can be seen for the one who is on the path. So there are Dasa Sanna. anicca sanya, anatta sanya, asubha sanya, adinava sanya, viraga sanya, pahana sanya, nirodha sanya, sabbaloke anabiratha sanya, sabba sankareshu anicca sanya, anapana sati. So there are 10 other sanya signs that will develop, that can be taken as meditation subjects also. So somebody wanted various other meditation subjects. So for a start, I would recommend that you stay with Metta Bhavana and seeing anicca and maybe anapanasati. But anapanasati is tricky, as I told you before. If you don't stop and investigate, then it becomes only anapanasati, in and out breath, and that can lead you towards jhana. Then you enjoy the jhanic pleasure so much, you don't want to do vipassana. You don't see anicca dukkha anatta. You want to see only you want to enjoy the jhanic pleasure. So that is the only danger in doing jhana, because they don't contemplate, they are fixed, they can't investigate, uh, they are only focused. But because they are only focused, they have no wisdom as such. They have only the wisdom of the jhanic powers and enjoying the jhanic powers. So, but that is not Nibbana, that was known to the world before the Buddha. So, maybe if you have the time, we can discuss the 10 Dasa Sanna, the 10 signs that we can develop. They are meditation subjects also. Maybe you can tell me one by one.
I have the translation you did, the booklet, the copy of the book. So I will read it out now, Bhikkhuni. The
It's a very simple translation, because actually it is high flown and people can understand. So I made it very simple for people can understand easily. Okay, you read it if you like.
right. So the first sanya is anicca sanya.
Anicca
That
sanya.
is, yes, that is the contemplation of the five aggregates as impermanent.
That's
Anicca.
simple. Anicca. The five aggregates are Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. These are the five aggregates. Rupa is the materiality, all materiality. Rupa is what falls in the mind, the image of the outside world. It comes and goes, it comes and goes. What you see is only the image. You don't see with the eye the inverted image. I- The inverted image gets conducted along the optic nerve and along with the consciousness, and in the brain it is made upright image, and that's the thing that you perceive. So you believe that the image and the outside object are the same. That's what the consciousness is doing. So as soon as you get the image, you forget the image, you fall in love with the outside object, or you get angry with the outside object. So somehow, when you understand that this image arises and passes away, and it is only an image, you know that it comes and goes. Then when the image arises uh, in the brain, it says that, I think I have said it before, that electromagnetic field arises and it goes all over the body. Then the response is from the supposed to be the heart, and even now if you are angry, you respond with the face. The anger has gone to the face, to the eyes, to the to your mouth. You start speaking loud and scolding and dashing doors with your hands and feet. You're kicking something. So how the anger has reached all parts of the body. So it's not only in the mind, but it goes into the body also. So that is because supposed to be, uh, according to modern system, the electromagnetic field that arises as a result of that image that has come into the mind, into the brain. Then these things they start up with Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. There is a feeling about that image, Sanya, there is a recognition of the image, Sankara, then you react with a karmic uh, attachment or anger, Sankara, or Vijnana. Vijnana is that Mano Vijnana. That is because the image is now in the mind, it's not from the eye or anything like that. So the Manovinyana takes it over. Then you see all the five aggregates. Rupa is the materiality, that is the image. Vedana is the feeling. Sanya is the recognition. Sankara is the way you react. Vijnana is that Manovinyana, the mental image that has come from memory. Where memory has recognized these things. So then you contemplate on these five aggregates and understand that they are aggregates, each one of them is not just one, but one on top of the other, many images superimposed on one another. Many feelings coming one on top of the other. Many sanya recognitions and many anger or hatred all appearing to be as one. So when you understand that these are all done happening due to the vijnana, and the vijnana is changing, the image is changing, uh, feelings are changing. So when you then know that, you say anicca, rupang anicca, that image is impermanent. It comes and goes 1,000 times without even your knowledge. Then rupang anicca means all materiality is impermanent. Vedana anicca means all feelings are impermanent. They come and go, they never stay. Then sanya anicca means the recognition comes and goes. It never stays. Then Sankara anicca is your emotional reaction, whether it's anger or attachment. They are also they come and go. It is just not one, but so many. And then vijnana is not just one. Vijnana is a large number that come together as one vijnana. So recognition is multifold because of memory. Then you can merely say Rupang anicca, Vedana anicca, Sanya anicca, Sankara anicca, Vijnana anicca. So that can be a meditation by itself. So whenever you remember somebody and the picture image falls in your mind, you can say Rupang anicca, all materiality is impermanent. Vedana, all feelings are impermanent. All recognitions are impermanent. Perceptions are impermanent. All emotional attachments, anger and attachments, they are also impermanent. They come and go. Then mano vijnana itself is impermanent. Vijnana arises at the speed of light. Can you imagine the rays of light falling on the eye? And every time the ray causes the vijnana, the chakku vijnana. So millions of rays of light and millions of vijnanas. So they only come one on top of the other so fast. So at the speed of light, these things are happening. So you can say it as a meditation. Rupang anicca, Vedana anicca, Sanya anicca, Sankara anicca, Vijnana anicca. Which in English you can say materiality is impermanent, feelings are impermanent, perceptions are impermanent, then all emotional responses are impermanent, then vijnana consciousness, mind consciousnesses are also impermanent. So that can be a meditation subject. Okay?
Okay, sadhu, sadhu. Move on to the next sanya, Bhikkhuni.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next sanya is anatta sanya. The non-self nature is the.
Okay.
Will you explain?
You explain according to what is there.
The non-self nature, it is the contemplation of the 12 bases. They are seen as arising due to causes and conditions, and not due to me. Hence, the non-self nature or anatta.
Okay, I will say it in Pali that Chakkung anatta, Rupang anatta, Sotang anatta, Saddha anatta, Ganang anatta, Gandha anatta, Jiva anatta, Raso anatta, Kayo anatta, Pottabo anatta, Mano anatta, Dhamma anatta. These are the 12 bases. You can say it in English. Maybe it is written there, is it?
Yes. Chakkung anatta, that is, I is due to causes and not due to me.
Yeah.
Sotang anatta, ear is due to causes and not due to me.
Better that to say it, eye and sight, because they go together. So first you say eye, yeah? The eye is non-self because it depends on causes and conditions, not on me. Then sight is non-self because it depends on causes and conditions and not due to me. So maybe you will change that way I have written. Huh? Yeah.
Okay,
Then,
Pani.
mm,
Then Sotang anicca is ear is due to causes and conditions and not due to me. And
yeah.
sound is anatta.
It is due to causes and conditions and not due to me.
Yes.
Okay?
Then Ganang anatta. That is,
Yeah.
the nose is due to causes and conditions and not due to me. And smell is due to causes and condition and not due to me.
So it is eye and sight, uh, ear and sound, nose
Nose,
and smell, and tongue and taste, body and touch, and mind and objects of the mind. So those are the 12 bases. Yeah, please go on. With the eye is non-self, then sight
right.
is non-self. Then the ear is non-self and the sound is non-self.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
Then the nose is non-self due to causes and condition, not me due to me. And the smell is non-self. Smell is due to causes and condition, not due to me. This is a meditation by its own right. Seeing the 12 bases as anatta means non-self. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, then the
Uh,
explanation goes on.
uh,
Non-self
uh,
is the emptiness of any soul or me. The false view of me, I, and mine is
so
seen
I
as
should say,
ignorance.
yeah, so when you see as causes and conditions, then you have to understand not due to me. So where is me in this? The eye is not me, the sight is not me, the ear is not me, the sound is not me, the nose is not me, the smell is not me, the tongue is not me, and the taste is not me. Me means me and I and mine. The body is not me, I and mine, and the touch is not me, I and mine. They are all due to causes and conditions. That is why they are anatta. No, atta means there is no thing called person like me. And the mind is not me, and memory is also not me, and things come on the past and future. None of it is me. Me, I, and mine. So maybe we can do it as a meditation. Will you sit for 5 minutes and practice it as a meditation? Somebody wanted a various meditation. This is a good way. Yeah.
There's a question has come up. Can you please explain how the, say for example, when you say nose is anatta, how do we look at the nose as being anatta? Smell
So,
can understand, but how explain nose?
yeah. Nose belongs to part of the body, and the body is another because body is depending on the outside for sustenance. Body is not me. I can't. The body is not me. I and mine. The body has to depend on water. If not, there you die of dehydration. Patavi apo tejo vayu. Patavi means you have to have solid food. If not, you die of body doesn't allow. Then tejo means heat. The body depends on heat. If there's too much heat, the body will burn to ash. If there's not enough heat, the body will become frozen and dead. Then air. If you don't have air for 5 minutes, the body will die. So how can you say the body is mine? Body depends on the outside. The four great elements. Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. Patavi is materiality, food. Apo is water. Tejo is heat. Vayu is air. So how can you say the body is mine when I have nothing to do with it? If you don't get the elements in time, you will die. So does the body belong to me, or is it due to elements? That's a simple question you can ask yourself. Okay, is that enough?
Sadhu, sadhu, Bhikkhuni. Thank you for the clarification. So maybe
So
we can do the meditation now. We have a few minutes.
yeah, how I will just tell you brief. Sit down careful and concentrate the mind and just tell yourself the eye is non-self and the sight is non-self. The ear is non-self because they are all parts of the body, and sound is non-self. The nose is non-self and the smell is non-self. And then the tongue is non-self, and the taste is non-self. The body is non-self, and touch is non-self. The mind is non-self, and thoughts are non-self. They all come due to causes and conditions. Maybe you can repeat it again by yourself. Chakung anatta, rupa anatta. Eye is non-self, sight is non-self. Ear is non-self, sound is non-self. Nose is non-self, smell is non-self. Tongue is non-self, taste is non-self. Body is non-self, touch is non-self. Mind is non-self, thoughts are non-self. Because all these things arise due to causes and conditions, not due to me. Okay.
Sadhu, 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 Bhikshuni Mahansa.
Yeah, I hope you understood. First of all, you have to understand that the whole body is non-self because it is not due to me, but due to causes and conditions outside, like water, food, air, and heat. So once you understand the body is non-self, then the ear and all the parts of the body are also non-self. So it is simple. Then you have to understand that this inside the body parts are non-self and the outside sight, smell, taste, all are non-self. So it can be in Pali, of course, we say chakung anatta, rupang anatta, sotang anatta, saddha anatta, gandhang anatta, ghanang anatta, gandhang anatta, jiva anatta, raso anatta, kayo anatta, pottabo is touch anatta, mano anatta, mind is not self because that's also due to conditions, causes and conditions. And thoughts are also due to causes and conditions. So it is very easy when you understand, but you have to practice it again and again. Then only you will get it.